Hello guys, in this tutorial we work on if we right click, we go into a combat stance, and if we run towards them, we leave the combat stance but automatically go back into the combat stance, and we will automatically look at if we are within range to auto attack, and it will start automatic auto attack, which we will do in next video. And if we deselect, we will leave the combat stance. So for this, it's just so there's like a smooth way to see we want to fight. So what we want to create now is when we right click on an enemy, we will make like an attacking idle, but if we move, we leave the attacking idle, but we are still like wanting to attack it if it comes within range. And if we hit escape, we want to like leave the attacking title and deselect. I tried it a couple of times and I hope it will work out. And I can remember all I did. It was kind of testing and erroring until I kind of hit it. So what I'm thinking about doing is going to the player controller and create a new blend tree, and kind of I want to call this auto attacking, and I need a bool. It's called in combat. So if we are in combat, we want to go over to this. So let's say combat true, and it shouldn't have an exit time. And if we leave combat, I kind of think it should have an exit time currently because we want to see the attack animation get done. Else it would look very jittery, I think. In here, we want to have like, I think we're gonna need a float. Um, attack, auto, attack, speed. And what I think about here is like, I want to, when it's at 0, I want it to be idling, but when it's like at 0.5, I do one type of auto attack, and at 1 I do another type, so there's like it's not the same pattern. So I want to have like idle, which will look like this. I think that will be my, or do I have another one? I have like, no, I will have this. In our last tutorial we showed how to get various clips, so I found a great sword idle, and then I want like a slash, which will look like this. Could be one type of auto attack. You can also set up like if that would be a critical strike, and then and another one will be attack. Let's see, yeah, that's cool. So we have like 3 options here that we will work on later, but right now we just want him to go to the stance. And what we're gonna do is we are going to our scripts, into the player and player controller, and also the combat player. And I think we should start it here actually. So we need kind of some bools, some to test if we are actually attacking. So let's make one called attacking, and we also want a new function called like void start auto attack. And when we start auto attacking, attacking should be equal to true first of all, and actually it should be set to false. the start. Okay, and let's just stand there for a sec, and then we're gonna say, okay, if we left click, which is this one, we can write that. This is left click on enemy. We don't really want it to go into attack mode, but if we right click, we want to like start auto attack here, and we also want to start the attack here, and we actually also want to start it here, and we want to start it here. So when we left click, we don't want anything to happen besides that the enemy will come up and highlight. And with right click, we want to get into our attack stance. What we're gonna do here is that I think we have to like say player control dot the animator set bool in combat to true. So right now when we right click, we will kind of enter the combat phase, but we are not leaving it again. And for that we have to find out, are we moving or not moving? And I know there's a lot easier way to do this, but yeah. So what I did was like I made like a public pool and called it standing still and set like that. And I kind of just set this out where it should be. Um, so under auto run equals false if inputs.y equals 1. Well, if we are running, so we need it here. Standstill is false. And if we're going backwards, we are not standing still. But if the y is equal to 0, well, then we are standing still. And if we have auto run on, we are not standing still. So actually we just put this standing still in various places. I think I can move this actually. Let's see. Then we have if we are steering with the mouse, yeah, of course, then we are not standing still. And if we are strafing, then we are not standing still. And if we are strafing, we're not standing still. So now we have like a way to measure if we're standing still or not. I think we actually can already test this out. So if we go into our character here, we have the player and we have standing still. And if we move, it will go off. So it kind of works besides jumping actually. So I think we have to fix that. So let's find jump. Standing still equals false. So okay, so I kind of forgot to remove this. I see now, but you have to put in that if we deselect the animator.setBool in combat is false. And just to be sure, I gonna look up if we forgot other places. No, not really. Okay, great. Then we go back to the combat player, and we kind of want to say that you are in combat when we are standing still, but you're out of combat when we are not standing still. So I'm gonna say if player control dot standing still is equal to true, then we can be in combat, and if else if player control dot standing still, just else, you can do else, player control dot setBool in combat equals false. And I'm just gonna copy paste this and go into my project and go to the animator, see if I spelled it the same way I did. So let's see what's happened now. So we are moving, and I right click, we are going to the auto attack, but as you can see it doesn't currently go back, so I'm just kind of stuck here. If I click escape I can get out of it, but that's not what we want. So let's fix that. So what we want to fix is that we want to keep checking if attacking is true. So we have this part, and we can let that stay for a sec, but we have to like say if attacking equals true, then start auto attack. So if we're in combat, let's do this, and we also have to say if player control dot selected enemy is equal to null, then attacking is equal to false. So as long as it's true, we are in some kind of attacking state, but if we don't have anyone to attack, we're gonna leave the attacking state. Let's see if that fixes it. So we can run around, left click, enemy selected, right click, and we can still kind of work there on the make it sometimes. I think actually the problem is I didn't click this off. I have to click that off. So right click and it goes back. So when we are in combat like this, we can run around, maybe make a hit. I probably actually will change this now. Now I cannot have my exit on it, but we can go in, we can leave, we can click on them, right click,